Hey, this is Russ from the Infectious Groove podcast. Thanks for checking out our interview. Please hit the like button and remember to subscribe, share, and leave us a comment. You can also find and subscribe to the Infectious Groove podcast on your favorite podcast provider. Then check back with us on YouTube for a new vinyl video every Thursday. Now, here's the interview. Hey, Arnel, are you there?
Hello, sir. Yeah.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. Hey,
How are you?
Not too bad at all. I'm Russ. I'm with the Infectious Groove podcast over here in Detroit.
Yeah.
So,
Ross, right?
Yep.
All right. Detroit.
Yes, sir.
Born and raised, right? South Detroit.
I was going to say, I would imagine you never get sick of hearing that, huh? South Detroit.
Is there really such a place like South Detroit?
No, and actually, I always tell people that because just south of Detroit is Canada. There's the river, and then Canada.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it's funny, but it makes for one heck of a sing along, though, doesn't it?
But yeah, how could Jonathan and Steve come up with that word, right? with that place, right? The South Detroit.
Yeah, I've actually, side note, but I've looked into that quite a bit for years because I was always like, why did they write that when there's no South Detroit? So yeah, but the information's out there.
I know, right?
Yeah. So how are you doing, man? It's Sunday morning for you, Saturday night for me. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. So how was your day?
Good, real good. We're just at the tail end of our day here, so it's.
Oh my God! Yeah. About to retire, right?
Yeah, just about. So I'm excited to talk to you because, I mean, obviously, our listeners know you as the voice of Journey. I mean, you sound amazing singing all those songs like we referenced that we love. But you
thank you.
Oh, thank you. You currently have a charity single that you have done as a solo project, and we're real excited about it. Now, I know the song is called This Christmas, A Beacon of Hope, and it's out now. Do you mind telling me a little bit about the song?
Well, it's a song that I wrote back in 2014, and I was able to finish recording 2015 because it took a while to record it. Like it was because I was constantly touring with the band, and I got to finish that first before, I have to put a lot of effort on my, on my song. So I guess I was able to finish. It's like late 2015, and then I was able to release it 2016 first, and then that song is like, is a song that is, that I wrote because of, being inspired from this choir of kids from slum areas. They live there. You cannot believe how great these kids are sounding. They're so good that it's like it gave a spark in my head, to come up with a melody of this song and then a few lyrics. So I worked on it really, for quite a while, and then when it's finally been released, like 2016, it was just there in Spotify and iTunes, but I don't know. There's not so much kind of. I don't know. There's the attention that it's getting is not so much. So I thought of re-releasing it this year with a little twist of collaborating with my daughter because I also thought that it was timely and appropriate, and because of what's happening to us these days, the pandemic, especially us here in the Philippines. It's not only that pandemic, the eruption of the Taal volcano, and then the two typhoons that this caused a lot of property damages, a lot of people losing their houses, their properties, and then our agricultural, a lot of farmers, lost their livelihood because their lands are their crops are really completely damaged. But almost, I don't know, the damage is almost $1 billion.
Yeah, which in addition to what everyone else is dealing with in the world, to have that on top is just,
So I guess this Christmas is, it's messages, it's about hope, it's about freedom, it's about gifts that, that we what we can do to all, you know, to all of our loved ones, to all of the people out there was kind of, you know, feeling hopeless already or in despair because of, you know, of the of their situation, and we can be that little Santa to them, you know. So
yeah.
It's
yeah, absolutely, to bring any sort of hope and joy and gifts. Sure. Yeah. So this single is benefiting the Arnel Pineda Foundation. Tell us a little bit about the charity. How did that come about? Like, how did you set that up in order to give back?
You know, my friends, I first set it up with my friends from the States who lives in California, in LA and San Francisco. So they helped me put it up back in 2009, and then back then we were doing a lot of medical mission, feeding program, you know, and then we have like these donors around the states, and was willing to help us, you know, to support what our advocacies are, and then eventually after 3 years we formed it again here in the Philippines to be able to support 34 scholars that we have now. So the main advocacy of the APFI now is about education. You know, I mean, luring in these kids, you know, was really, underprivileged, and you're living in Islam areas and cannot afford to go to school anymore, and their parents, you know, would rather have them, you know, scavenge garbages around the streets, and, you know, or some little girls there, you know, being at the early age, they're being prostitutes, or, you know, I mean, so, and then the boys are like, you know, being, you know, snatchers, you know, I mean, you know, but those petty crimes that they do, you know, just to get by, you know, begging money, or, you know, like searching for leftover foods in the garbage. So I thought, you know, I mean, our foundation would be able to, you know, to be able to convince them that that is not the future for them, and that education is a better future for them, you know, to be able for them to you know, get out of the darkness and get into the light, and, you know, I mean, and help their loved ones, you know, to support them.
That's awesome. How does it feel? That's got to be a great feeling for you, coming from the Philippines, and you've had this opportunity, and you've seen so much success and great things come to you, but then to be able to turn around and, you know, give hope and a chance and a better path to other people. How does that feel for you to be able to do that?
Of course, I'm very thankful. I'm very grateful. I'm very privileged, and you know, I mean, to see just, you know, out of 34, to see just one or two of them become successful, it would be a huge success already to us. And then what more, you know, for us to be able to make to change the lives of those 34 scholars that we have now is would really be a heavenly feeling, you know. I mean, and then I completely owe it to our loyal and faithful donors for the past 10 years. Yeah, really, and I'm just really compelled with this position right now I'm in, and, you know, and I'm just thankful. So that's why I really took advantage of that position, and you know, and put it to good, and you know, and has put it to good years. And you know, because I know in my own little way you know, I can try to make a little difference, you know, in this world, because I mean, with the kind of world we're in now, it's, you know, it's kind of dangerous, you know, a lot of fighting around the world, a lot of disagreements, a lot of, you know, I mean, everybody wants something, and then but in a bad way, you know, and then the real victims are, you know, the general mass, and, you know, that we can't do anything about it, because the leaders of the nations are, you know, I mean, either they're prideful or not willing to compromise, or I don't know what they want, but, you know, it's just crazy. It's just crazy.
Well,
you know?
I'll tell you, we're thankful for people like you that want to use your position, you know, to help, to bring hope and joy. And like you said, even if you change one life, what a success that is, because how many other lives can that possibly affect, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, you have a great fan base. Journey, of course, has a great fan base. I know that we can go on Spotify or any streaming service and find the single This Christmas, A Beacon of Hope. How can fans, if they want to help out, like where would I go to help donate to the Arnel Pineda Foundation if I want?
We have a page on Facebook that, you know, that they can, that they can, get in touch with our volunteers and staff. We have people that we're willing to help, to help you out, to direct you how to do it, with them. And if you want to donate anything, those old clothes that you've got, and then, spare cents that you have, it would be such a huge help already.
Literally every little bit helps, right? And if someone, if someone goes to Facebook and just looks up the Arnel Pineda Foundation, they can find out how they can help.
Yes, just like how singing said it, every little thing you do will be magic.
Yeah. Yep.
It will be magic. Yeah, it's going to heal. It's going to give comfort. It's going to give hope to the poor ones out there.
I'll tell you, man, we're an audio podcast, but just the look of joy on your face that I see, like while you talk about being able to give, that makes my heart warm. Like that makes me. Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah. Thank you. And, and we have a pretty solid listener base, and I would really like it if a lot of listeners go and take a listen to this song, and hear Arnel's message of hope, and joy and things. When we turn on the news, we see so much bleak things happening all around. And if you just take 4 or 5 minutes to listen to you spread that message of joy, and like I say, and what I can see in the look on your face now, like the way you want to help, we need more of that in the world. That's absolutely what we need.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I can't let you get out of here without talking a little bit about what the future for music. Can we expect maybe more charity singles or from you or Journey in the future?
Yes, of course. More charity singles. I'm working on right now on my solo EP album, and then of course the bigger one. It's another album from Journey. We're working on that. We just finished three songs, and then I'm working on another 3 songs. Another set of 3 songs that I need to finish maybe until the end of December. So they would have at least 6, but we're targeting 12 songs in an album, for Journey, and then. On February 21 of 2021, I'm streaming online. It's a concert of mine that we're going to stream online with my partner Renee Walter of Sunray Entertainment Limited. And if you want tickets for that, please go to www.sunraystreaming.com.
Okay.
It's kind of a revolutionary thing because I'm going to be inside a geodesic dome with a 360 degrees interactive panel. So
wow.
Where I could interact with the fans, with the friends, with people who was interested to see the whole show.
That's awesome. That's cool. Yeah, and we will when we post all the info about this, we'll make sure to share that link too. And you said February 21st.
February 21st, 2021.
Okay, awesome. Go ahead.
I'm not too busy, sir. I'm not too busy.
Yeah. So, and that's my question. Of course, we don't know what's going to happen next summer. But last summer, you were supposed to do a great big stadium tour with Journey. Are you? I'm not going to ask because you don't know if and when that's going to happen.
I'm not. Well, I'll give you a hint. I guess all of us are just waiting for the best vaccine we can get out there. Once that happens, we'll go out on tour. Whenever that happens.
Yeah.
That's the best vaccine because we can't and we can't let the fans down. Because this year is such a bummer. For everybody. It's like the world stood still because of this. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
And that's why I really commend and praise and admire all those frontliners out there, really, around the world, not only here in the Philippines. those who deliver foods for us, those, those who was facing the danger of getting infected, our doctors, our nurses, our health workers, and, our firemen, our policemen, our military. It's just very commendable. And they are our future heroes right now. So thank you.
I have a friend who's a nurse, and she's in and out of COVID units and everything. And I tell her she's the biggest hero I know. I mean, to face that every day as your chosen calling, and be right there on the front line.
Ryan, I mean, knowing they came there and then they got to go home and thinking, oh my God, am I going to infect my, my loved ones because I work like this, my line of work is like this. And it's just, the fears and then the courage that they have, all together inside their heart and their soul. It's just amazing. I'm sure it's a curse. It's a curse and a blessing at the same time, to help.
And that's exactly how she describes it. Yeah, that's exactly how she describes it. What I do like, though, is you're not the first artist we've talked to that's finding a great way to use this downtime and do what you can, to help spread this. And, I love that you already have, your face lit up when I said, well, hey, do you have any other charity plans? And it's, oh, yes, I have all these plans. And that's great. Are you anxious to, when we get through all of this, return to the road and really get back out there and be with the crowds? Or are you okay with using this downtime to spread some joy the way you are? You know
what? I'm not okay, but then we got to think about our health and our lives and, the welfare of our loved ones. That's why, I mean, it's kind of okay, but then again, my artistic side, it's crying out like, oh my God, when is this going to happen? To express yourself and be with these people again, with these happy people, I want to hear how they scream again and they sing along with the songs, pretty much, the legacy of Journey, one of the most favorites, from in America, and in Europe. So you can't miss that show, especially with the hardcore fans of Journey, and then the new fans that we have gathered, since of my inception, with the band.
Yeah, absolutely. So. Yeah, I got it. I'm sure you hear this all the time, but I many times I will play the studio tracks from Revelation for folks with your vocals. And I've had more than a few people, brother, say, "Oh, you're kidding. There's no way that's not Steve Perry." I said, I tell you that's, and then so.
Thank you so much. It's an honor, sir. You know what? To tell you honestly, really, in all honesty, I would rather listen to Steve Perry's voice when I listen to Journey. I'm telling you, until now. Yeah. It's like I cringe. I cringe like that when I hear my voice with the band.
Yeah, but I think we're all like that. I'll tell you though, and this wasn't even in my notes, and I'll let you go here in a minute. But I loved that Steve gave you such a great shout out at the when he was inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I thought that was sweet.
I know, it's so gracious and so generous of him. I cannot believe, how kind he was, how welcoming he was when he embraced me, and I've embraced, and I looked him in the eyes.
Yeah.
That honesty, I felt it. When he looked at me straight in the eye and he told me, that it's amazing to meet you, and then thanking me up on the stage. I was like literally just 18 feet away from him, behind him, and he was thanking me in front of a sold out crowd in Barclay Arena, and for my relentless and tirelessly singing the legacy for the past 10 years. So he was like, I don't know, it was one of the most glorious moment of my life, meeting him like that.
I was excited. I was excited for you watching it, and this is the first time we've ever met. So I was.
Brother, it's like a 35-year wait, and when it happened, it was just like, oh my God, I was like numb for a while. For 2 seconds, I was like so numb. when I saw him, it's like, whoops, you know, like,
Yeah.
you know, like,
that's awesome.
it's like,
Yeah, I can't even imagine that. I can't even wrap my head around that. And then to be in that situation, and like you said, and have him be so gracious and welcoming with, you know, it was just, and it really came across in the TV broadcast as well. Well, listen, brother, I really appreciate the time. I hope you have a great day there, and I hope your foundation does real well.
You too, sir.
Yeah, and when you come around, we'll see you in not South Detroit next time you come around.
Yes, and not so South Detroit. Okay.
Right on.
Take care, brother, and Merry Christmas.
You as well. Bye-bye.
Right, bye.
Thanks for listening. Remember to hit the like button, share this interview, and subscribe to the channel for a new vinyl video every Thursday. Also, make sure to find the Infectious Groove podcast on your favorite podcast provider and subscribe to the show.